Corbyn finally speaks on Venezuela and says oil is to blame for the Maduro crisis. Jeremy Corbyn has finally spoken on the violence inflicted by all sides during the Venezuela crisis but failed to criticize President Nicolas Maduro despite mounting pressure from his own party. The Labour Party leader called for dialogue and a process to improve the situation in the South American country, which has descended into chaos in recent weeks under socialist rule. Speaking at a meeting of Labour members in Crawley, West Sussex, Mr. Corbyn insisted it was important to recognise the effective and serious attempts to reduce poverty, improve literacy and the lives of the poorest in Venezuela. Mr. Corbyn has been urged by fellow Labour members to condemn Mr. Maduro, who he has previously praised for his role in bringing socialism to Venezuela. He told the meeting, "I'm very sad at the lives that have been lost in Venezuela. The people who have died, either those on the streets or security forces that have been attacked by people on the street, all of those lives are terrible for the loss of them. There has to be a dialogue and a process that respects the independence of the judiciary and respects the human rights of all." Asked whether he condemned Mr. Maduro's actions, Jeremy Corbyn replied, "What I condemn is the violence that's been done by any side, by all sides. In all this violence is not going to solve the issue. The issues in Venezuela are partly structural because not enough has been done to diversify the economy away from oil. That has to be a priority for the future, but we also have to recognize that there have been effective and serious attempts at reducing poverty in Venezuela, improving literacy, and improving the lives of many of the poorest people." Mr. Corbyn received criticism after he had previously praised Mr. Maduro and the country's socialist regime but seemingly went quiet once Venezuela's crisis went global. Pressed on whether he regretted supporting Mr. Maduro when he was elected, Mr. Corbyn said, "I gave the support of many people around the world for the principle of a government that was dedicated towards reducing inequality and improving the life chances of the poorest people." As a backbencher, Mr. Corbyn hailed former Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez as an inspiration to all of us fighting back against austerity and one liberal economics in Europe. He supported parliamentary motions linked to the country, including one which congratulated Mr. Maduro on his election as president, and called for closer ties with Caracas. Mr. Maduro currently appears to be introducing a widespread crackdown on his enemies after a widely disputed vote which gave his ruling Socialist Party nearly unlimited powers. He vowed to impose the maximum penalty on a band of anti-government fighters who attached a Venezuelan army base. Troops killed 2 of the 20 intruders who slipped into the Paramaki base in the central city of Valencia early Sunday, reportedly intent on tormenting a military uprising. One of the invaders was injured, 7 captures and 10 go away, according to Mr. Maduro in his weekly broadcast on state television. He said, "We know where they are headed and all of our military and police force is deployed." He added he would ask for the maximum penalty for those who participated in this terrorist attack. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.